How's everyone going today? This video isn't sponsored by JM Custom Kydex, but if you need a good Kydex holster, especially a custom designed one, they're a good company to order from. Just expect a little lead time from ordering to getting it for a custom made one. Topic I want to go over today is for people that have just bought maybe their first gun and discovered after they purchased it and maybe you've gotten a chance to use it, it's the wrong gun for them. They may have bought it out of haste, panic buying, assuming they got it for home defense. It may not be the right gun. Guns are, kind of like for women, like purses or shoes. Each one is designed for a specific function. And some guns are best for home defense, some are best for concealed carry, some for competition, some for just range shooting, and then you get multi-purpose ones. In panic buying situation, you have to buy either what they have or what they may have ammo for. So you get the gun home, you realize maybe it's too big of a gun for me, maybe it's too small, doesn't feel good in the hand, especially after you've had a chance to take it out and fire it. You may have had to get a caliber that's either too strong for you because you wanted 9mm and they didn't have any, or you bought a caliber that's too weak, like say a .22 long rifle. What do you do next? Well, you got to consider that guns are kind of like used cars. As soon as you take it out of the store, it's yours. You can't return it like you would to an item you decide you didn't want to a department store. It can either be considered used, even though you didn't fire it, or luckily you may be bought from a really good dealer and they want to take care of you and have you as a repeat customer. They might work with you in taking it back in some type of a trade. They may not give you even value for what you paid for it, but hopefully they're in the ballpark. So if you decide it's not for you and you can't bring it back to the dealer and him work with you directly to get you what you want, you may want to look into private sales. There's some local websites or things like Gunbroker where you can put a firearm on sale. But let's say you have a local forum where you can put firearms on sale. Check with your local state laws about doing private sales. You may have to go through a dealer for a transfer, or you may not. But that's where you're going to get your best value. May get everything you put into it back, or at worst maybe a slight loss in value, but private transfer you're going to be able to get back most of what you paid for it. Next option, which is probably the worst, is selling directly to a dealer. If you just want to get cash back, they're only going to probably give you 50, maybe 60% of the value of what they're going to resell it for. The next best thing with dealing with a dealer is if you ask them you want to get trade value for a firearm they have on hand. Try and look and see what they have in the used section, since they have a little more wiggle room, and maybe trade for a used gun, you might get 60 to 75% what they would resell it for, and they can also come down on the price of the used gun you want. A local dealer in Albuquerque, New Mexico, that is good for that is Ron Peterson Firearms. They have a lot of wiggle room in their used guns that they sell, and basically you tell them what you're looking to get out of your gun and they'll try and work with you. If you're reasonable, they'll be reasonable, and you can come to a good agreement. Those are your best options if you discover that what you bought isn't best for you. Shooting a gun that you're not comfortable with isn't fun. And besides personal defense, going to the range and having fun shooting is what you're going to be generally doing with your new firearm once you get accustomed to it. So you want to have a caliber and the right size gun to enjoy at the range. A lot of times it feels good at first, but once you fire it, the gun might move around in your hand. You don't grip it good firing it. You know, it's just a totally different experience than just holding it in the store. So don't feel trapped if you did make the wrong purchase. There are a few options for you. So hopefully things go well and you can enjoy shooting. Well, everyone have a good rest of the day and enjoy your weekend and be safe out there.